Namaskaram. Can you hear me? Okay.
Now,
Sound is good. Yeah. Yeah. So on this occasion of uh, uh, October 2, Gandhi Jayanti, I want to propose a few ideas for particularly rural development. That is my focus. Rural development to me means uh, three things. One, comprehensive skill development in our rural areas. So I am in a village now. I am looking at the youth. I run a school, about 150 students study here. Of this, about 15 are in an age group where they will be finishing school in the next 1 or 2 years. So I'm looking at that 15 and seeing how they can make a good living. What would be their employment? How much can they earn? How do they support their families? All of that. So those are the questions for me. And then there is another, behind them, there is another 130 students who will join this in the next 2, 3, 4 years. And so skill development. And we have to prepare these students to face the future with self-confidence. And the second uh, thing that I focus on is once we do have some skill development, we also need the employment near rural centers at the district headquarter level or the panchayat union, the block level or block or taluk level, headquarters level, so that people from surrounding villages, our taluk here has about 23 panchayats and maybe about 50 or 60 villages. Each panchayat may have 2 or 3 villages. So these 50, 60 villages, each may have a population about 2,000 people, maybe 3,000 people. So together, this panchayat union, this or taluk roughly, may have about 1.5 2 lakh people. And the district itself, Tenkasi district, has about 14 lakh people. So 10 of these. And most people, the distance they can commute for a job is within the block most of the time. So we need jobs at that level. There's a population of at least 1 to 2 lakh to provide a base. This is not a very small population. 1 to 2 lakh in a country like Switzerland, they have advanced industry in those areas. When you have 1 lakh population, we have about 1,500 to 1,500 children are born in that area. So, and if you get the talent pool appropriately, we have a very good workforce. We can prepare for the future, and that is what I'm focused on. How do we prepare this talent pool to get good jobs? At the same time, we need industry to invest in R&D capability. The reason we need this R&D capability, you look at this type of headset. This design of these we need to own, not just the making, the factory. The mass production is one, but the design jobs, there, this kind of headset can be designed by a team of 5 or 10 engineers, and maybe 10, maximum 20. It won't take more than that. And the camera that I'm speaking to, that could be designed by another 20 engineers. The mass production is different, but the design of these, if you own the design, the value addition, the high pay goes to those designers, design engineers, all that, and the companies that own the designs, the patents, all that. We need those jobs at the rural level. We can imagine each taluk level or block level having companies like this that own critical designs, and that would be the second major approach. Once, if you have the design, then the mass production can actually be done more locally at maybe a district level, or at least combine the few districts one. So we can make all the headsets for all over the country from one or two locations, but the designs are in themselves in the small block level. And to bring all this, we have to promote, nurture the talent pool, invest in R&D, and create amenities. This is where our President Abdul Kalam ji had said, Pura, providing urban amenities in rural areas. Our government is doing quite a good job now. The villages now, toilets have been provided. Now the water connections have been given. Roads are getting better. Now the next phase, sanitation, parks, small clinics. Once these are provided, then the rural areas are actually very nice to live. So the talent pool can stay here. Some of the urban talent pool, even R&D centers can be set up. So that would be the third strategy. And this actually happens in countries like Switzerland or Estonia, where R&D centers are in small towns or villages. So these are the uh, uh, four elements of what our comprehensive rural development vision will look like. The key strategy is to make sure we use the full talent that is already available here in places like this. And once we start utilizing the full talent, some of the people who migrated away will also come back. So that is the vision, and I believe it will work. And we are trying these experiments in 2 or 3 districts right now in Zoho, and I will be able to report better results once we have more results. Software development, we are doing very well in Tenkasi. We are also trying new R&D projects right now for manufacturing capital goods. All that. So I'll report that back.